Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and tax season is upon us, and everyone is wondering, well, should I pay my taxes right now, or should I wait until later on to eventually pay my taxes? And guys, taxes are great, they help society and stuff like that, but everyone can probably agree that no one really likes paying taxes. However, the bulk of people out there don't really pay taxes, and every single year, usually what they do get is a big fat refund. And what they love to do with that money is basically you go on vacation, or you might go to Best Buy and buy that flat screen TV you've been eyeing for a while. And I'm not judging anyone, not at all, because I was that person when I was 18 years old, and I never paid taxes, but my whole thing was getting a big refund check and going out there and spending that money. But now things have changed a lot, and every single year I've been paying taxes, and I do not look forward to paying taxes, although the more taxes you pay, the more money you make, but eventually you're like, okay, where's the tax loophole? But this video is not about loopholes, although I do have those videos because again, I am an accountant, so link down below to loopholes on taxes. But the main thing for this video is, with everything that's going on right now, the IRS issued a statement saying you don't have to pay your taxes right now, you can wait till later. So this video, I'm going to cover the pros and cons of paying your taxes now or waiting until later. And I will be making more videos on everything that is going on right now. So if you guys want to keep up to date with that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you're notified, because I also post videos every single day. And on top of that, also smash the like button, and that way I know you guys enjoy these videos and I'll make more of them. But the concept of this video is, well, is it a good idea to pay your taxes right now, or should you wait until later? Well, the first thing I want to break down is basically, well, what exactly did the IRS say when it comes to your tax payment or your tax refund this year? Well, in reality, they didn't really say much about that, but the whole point was that, hey, usually we give you until April 15th to file your taxes, and if you don't, you have to get an extension, okay? Very basic stuff. However, because of everything that is going on right now, the IRS said we're gonna give you guys until July 15th, which is a very good break, and that way if you have to pay taxes, you can wait longer, and if you are getting a refund, well, what exactly does this mean for you? Well, I'm gonna break that down later on in the video, but for right now, the main idea is this, guys, okay? All this is a little postponement when it comes to you paying your taxes. This does not mean you will not be liable for the money you have to pay or not have to pay. Eventually, before July 15th, you will have to make a payment when it comes to your taxes, or at least file and get your refund. All it is an extension when it comes to your taxes, so that way you don't get penalized whenever you do file, and that way you will not be late. Now, for everyone out there wondering what I'm wondering, which is basically, well, Tommy, why wouldn't the government just give us a full-on break? Why just make it like, okay, an extension, you still have to pay it, but later? Why not just say like, hey, everything is going on right now, I understand it, so why not say like, hey, don't have to pay anything for the year of 2019. Everyone gets a break. Well, in reality, it is all about the money. Now, what I mean here, the answer is every single year, the United States of America gets around $4.6 trillion when it comes to income tax payroll and also income tax payments. So if you ask me, the big reason is because they don't want to give up all that money, and that's why they rather issue out a bailout of sense of $2 trillion and not give up $4.6 trillion that comes into the economy every single year just from income tax and also from payroll tax. And that's the reason why they might give you a break to file later, but they won't give you a full-on break not to pay anything whatsoever. And now, guys, number two, I want to make sure you guys understand that although this just means you're going to postpone your entire tax payment, for everyone out there that just wants to file their taxes right now to get this refund, most of the time I have noticed whenever people know for a fact they will get money from taxes, they filed a long time ago back in February, okay? So they don't really care about this. However, if you have been waiting to file just because you don't know what you want to do or you're just late, the answer is, well, getting a tax extension till July 15th does not mean you won't get your money faster or anything like that. The government or the IRS is still going to issue out a payment or a refund refund for whatever they owe you in a sense. So for example, guys, okay, if my name is Tommy, which it is, spoiler alert, and I owe, for example, $1,000, I still have to pay that money. However, if my name is Tommy when I was 19 years old and I was in college and I was getting paid money every single year from taxes, I miss those days a lot, okay? Well, in reality, if I filed right now, it does not mean I won't get my money until July 15th. It just means that I get an extension to pay until July 15th, but in reality, I can still file right now and get my money pretty soon. However, if you guys do need money right now, what I recommend you do is this, okay? I don't want you guys to grab, for example, a piece of paper or a 1040 or whatever comes from online and then, fill it out and then send it out to the tax or the IRS. The answer is if you want money right now, what you want to do is make sure you file your taxes electronically. And that way it gets into your system much faster. And something tells me that this year specifically, they won't really be looking over everything you are saying and doing when it comes to your taxes. Now, I'm not telling you to lie on taxes. I would never recommend you do that. But the answer is, because everything is going on right now, I doubt people will be getting audited anytime soon, okay? However, the point is, if you are going to get a refund, it's like Christmas. So go ahead and file right now and get your refund ASAP because you don't really know how much money you'll need throughout the entire few months that are going on right now. And for everyone wondering, well, Tommy, what's a good indication of how long this will last for? Well, I think that the indication is basically how long is the IRS not going to take any payments. If that's going to be until July, well, that's around 3 to 4 months. So in reality, I think the expectation to this is around until July or so, or until August or so. So be expecting for this entire thing to keep going and keep going and keep going until sometime in July, or maybe sometime in June, or maybe sometime in August. It all depends. But in reality, I think it's going to be a few more months of, staying at home and thinking about filing now or filing later. But if you will get a refund, well, file right now. However, lastly, number 3 is, well, Tommy, what if I do have a tax liability? Meaning that if I file taxes right now, I will have to pay that money. So should I file right now or just wait until July 14th at 11:59 to actually file my taxes, right? Until the very last moment. Now, the answer is, if someone told me, Tommy, I know you owe me money. And I know you owe me $100, okay? So for example, well, I don't really have $100 right now. Say for example, I owe you $60, okay? So I owe you $60 and you're like, hey Tommy, well, I know everything that's going on right now is not going to allow you to actually pay me my money back. So what if I gave you until July to pay me back without charging you any interest, any late fee, or without putting anything on your record? Well, the answer is going to be, well, if I don't have to pay you now, why would I? I could use this money right here for a lot more other things that could probably make me money. Now, I wouldn't save it in a high yield savings at all. I'd probably put this towards investing in the stock market because again, it was on discount, but it is going back up. And on top of that, I'd probably, well, to be honest with you, I'd probably keep some money in cash also just in case. Or if I had much more money, I'd probably just fund my emergency account to make sure I'm covered throughout the entire madness that is going on right now. So the answer is, if you know you have a tax liability, I don't recommend you pay it right now. But I don't recommend you just go ahead and buy a new TV with the money you don't have to pay right now. Because again, there are postponing it. That does not mean you do not owe the money. So make sure if you do owe money, a liability, and you have to pay taxes on it, wait until July 14th at 11:59 p.m. to actually file your taxes. No, I'm kidding, okay? But what I'm saying is this, okay? Keep your money, invest it, or just keep it on hand in case anything happens, because we don't really know what is going to happen. So if they do even give another extension later on, well, at least you don't pay it right now, because it makes no sense to give up your money if you don't have to give it up and there's no reason to actually give it up. So for me, I'm going to wait until July 15th, but comment down below and let me know, are you going to wait or are you going to go ahead and file right now? Comment down below and let me know. And before I go, I know everyone is going to be thinking, Tommy, what should I use when it comes to my taxes? Should I use, for example, TurboTax, or should I use H&R Block, or should I do it myself? Should I file it? Well, the answer is I can only talk from experience because that's what I like to talk about, things that I actually know. Well, the first thing is this, guys, okay? When I did my very first taxes, I did it with H&R Block. I paid this guy, I think it was lady. I paid this lady some money to do my taxes, and I was like, why the heck did I pay this lady money to ask me 5 questions and file the taxes for me? Because if your taxes are not complicated, for example, if you just have a normal job or you just go to college, your taxes are pretty much done, okay? It's very simple, okay? So what I did the next year after that is what I did was I used TurboTax. Very simple. And if I got confused at any point, well, I just went on YouTube and searched up how to do my taxes on TurboTax, and everything was done in around 30 minutes or so. But now, TurboTax has people to help you if you do get confused at any point, and it's also free. So link down below if you want to use TurboTax. On top of that, later on in my life, TurboTax is very simplistic because, again, I do have a business and I do have things to keep record of. So what I use now is called 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. If you want to use that, link down below also. But I recommend if you have a normal job or not a very complex business, just go ahead and use TurboTax. There is no reason to pay taxes and pay this expensive CPA to file your taxes when in reality it is so simple. Unless you have like a business and, as you know, you need more advice and more loopholes, okay? But if you don't have that, just file for free with TurboTax and you're good to go. Don't pay anyone to do your taxes. But guys, that's basically for this video. Comment down below and let me know, are you going to file now or file later? And what are you going to get with your refund if you will be filing right now? Back in the days, I would have probably gotten a new TV or something like that. But these days, I have to pay taxes, my friend, okay? And as always, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video right here, well, like this video, and that way I know you enjoy the video and I make more videos like this. On top of that, also click the subscribe button and also notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, which again is every single day. And on top of that, also follow me on Instagram, and that way you can see what I do on Instagram and also talk to me one-on-one through the DMs. And also click my face right here to also turn on now. And if you want to watch a full video, for example, on how I make $23,000 per month, watch this video right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.